Hello, I'm trying horizontal today. I'm not used to horizontal, but I'm going to try it. See how it goes. Hello. Happy Thursday. This is my last day of being 34 years old. Can you believe it? I think I did it the wrong way. Am I supposed to flip it? I think I'm supposed to flip it the other way, but because now are your comments on the opposite side from what I'm looking? I can't remember if it's flipped or not. Anyway, doesn't matter, I guess. Doesn't matter where I'm looking. Hi, everybody. Yay, thanks for sharing and inviting people. Could tell. That's awesome. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Thanks for all the hearts, guys. I'm just trying to get better. I got sick for a while, and then I just got a new round of it. Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh, yeah, my kids have been passing it around, and I think like it either changed enough to turn into something else, or I got a whole new sickness. But like, I gotta get better because I'm traveling all next week, so trying to rest as much as I possibly can today. Can you guys hear me okay? Just making sure. I'm not talking, I don't want to talk super loud because the baby's sleeping in the other room. Oh, good. Okay. Hearts mean you can hear me, right? Where did you purchase your computer? I got them on Amazon. They're called Gamma Rays. I have a few different ones. Actually, maybe these aren't Gamma Rays. I think these are a different brand. But I wish my baby was sleeping. Yeah. I got them on Amazon. If you just go to Amazon, Gamma Ray computer glasses, I think that's what they're called. But yeah, I have a few different pairs, and some are more comfortable than others. But I just kind of rotate them out a little bit. Yeah, you wish your baby was sleeping. So I am just kind of finalizing everything for my presentation. So on Saturday, I'm traveling to Panama City Beach and then eventually driving to Pensacola, Florida, and where I'm going to speak at Stationery Academy. And I'm so excited. I have a few topics I'm actually talking about. Jennifer filled me up on topics. Hey Jennifer, how are you? I tagged you in this one because I'm kind of talking about what I'm talking about. So I'm finalizing my presentation for money, and I just making sure it looks good and everything before I sent it to you. So anyways, you have it now. But I wanted to talk about a little piece of what I'm going to be talking about, and that's about like things that you tell yourself about money and lies that you're telling yourself about money. And this is definitely very woo-woo and like, very touchy-feely, and it's not really usually what I talk about. Yeah, yay for Stationery Academy. I'm so excited. This is not normally what I talk about. I don't usually talk about like touchy-feely stuff like this, but I find that when it comes to money, there's so much like dirt on our souls about money, and it's like you have to like just kind of take a shower and clear it off before, and kind of clean yourself off before you can move forward. And so you can be giving tips about making more money and all this stuff, and I've done that before, but there's such a like negative, like I said, like just a layer of dirt and grime that we have on ourselves about money that like has to be cleared in order for us to move forward. So one thing I'm going to be talking about is clearing money blocks and stuff. Oh yeah, hi Morgan, how are you? Good to see you. So glad we got to meet in person at Alt. But yeah, the thing, and I want to kind of share with you guys what mine is, because I started thinking about, okay, I need to when we're talking about money blocks, I'm going to have to share mine. I'm going to have to get real and open and kind of share mine. And I think the number one thing that I've been telling myself, and I think this kind of stems back to childhood and like memories that I have, and the reason that I was kind of built this way with this mindset is that I feel like I can't be a good mom and make a lot of money. So I don't know if you guys feel this way. I definitely feel, give me some hearts if anyone's a mom in here and you feel like that, or even if you're just a wife or a friend and you feel like you can't be a good friend or a good wife or a good mom and make money at the same time. Like you feel like they're kind of mutually exclusive and you can't do it. Like you're just almost like this guilt factor, like, right? Like if you're making money, then it means that you are lacking in some other area of your life. And I've always felt this way, and I don't know that I even like consciously thought this or consciously felt this way. You must have hidden cameras in my house. Oh my gosh. We're just like on the same wavelength. I don't know. It's so crazy. But I just feel like, and I started thinking about like, why am I thinking this? It's like I had to dig in to like realize that I was even thinking this at all. And so that's kind of one of the things in my presentation where we're going to be talking about your money. And that this is one of the modules, the main modules of Stationary Academy, is talking about money. And my take, I have to have my take on it, and just thinking about like what are those blocks that you have that you're like keeping yourself from doing more, because they're totally there. There's totally lies that we're telling ourselves. There's totally ways that we were like, you know, brought up or raised or whatever that we have like inextricably like in our DNA almost, right? Like it's in the threads of who we are and the things that we believe and the things we tell ourselves. And so I think this is the biggest one that I have, and the biggest one that I have to try to like overcome and get past, is that I can make money. I know, I'm excited too. I can make money and be a good mom, wife, friend, you know, all the sister, like all these things, right? All these other roles that I play, and they don't have to like counteract each other. And in order to do that, I started thinking about like my childhood and like how I was raised. And I think what the biggest thing is, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. And even though she was college educated, she had a bachelor's degree in sociology, she never did anything with it, like ever. She like never worked. My dad only worked. And so I think that I equate being a good mom with staying home with your kids, right? Like I automatically think if you go out and have a job and do something and really like, you know, make something of yourself, that you're taking away from your children's upbringing. And so I like this is just something I just realized. I don't actually go to therapy or anything. So like this isn't something that I was like what unearthed in therapy. And not to say that therapy is bad, because it's totally awesome. I actually wish I did go to therapy. I probably need to go to therapy, but this was just something that I thought about. This is why, a lot of reasons why I feel this way about making money and being a mom. And I notice it even like when my mom now like will talk to me and we'll be talking to people and she'll be like for example, I'm leaving next week. I'm going to be gone all week next week for conferences, and like my mom's like, are you sure the kids are going to be okay? Or like, are they being taken care of? Are they sad that you're leaving? And like, she doesn't do it on purpose, but she doesn't understand because she didn't do that with her kids. She was always there for us. Like when we got home from school, she was there, you know, she was never at work or any of that stuff. And so like now she's like she's worried about it for me. And I can feel that pressure. Hey, is it Carolina? I already forgot. I'm so sorry. I think it's Carolina. So sorry. I'm like, wait, Carolina? Yeah, Carolina. Okay, good. I don't want to say it wrong. I knew it was a little bit different. Awesome. I'm so glad I got it right. Yeah, that was my mom too, to this day with my younger siblings. Yeah. So like, I'm glad that this is resonating. So yeah, like I still feel this weird guilt when I talk to my mom about leaving, or even when I ask her to help, like watch the kids for like an event I have or something happening, like I can feel this little twinge of like, I'm leaving my kids and like my job is more important and all these things that I'm telling myself, right? And I have no idea if she actually believes that or thinks that, but I think that, like I feel that. And so that is something that I'm kind of trying to work out, because I feel like, or I know that until that's worked out, until that lie is sort of cleared out and that grime, like I was talking about earlier, is cleared off of my, you know, like being and my soul or whatever. So relate on this, kid. Until that's cleared out, I'm not ever going to be able to get to that next level, because I'm going to constantly be telling myself, no, that's too much. You're not being a good mom. Right? Like you can't make this much money. You can't have this many employees. You can't have this studio. You can't be away from your kids this much because they will, you know, resent you for it. So there's no way, like I have this ceiling on myself, right? Totally. Like I have this ceiling and I'm not able to get past it until I'm able to get over that lie that I'm telling myself. Because it's totally untrue, you guys. I can totally be an awesome mom and I can do all these things for my kids and I can be there for my kids and I can do all these things and I can still be an awesome business owner. It's completely not true and it's totally false. And so it's just about money shoes are hard to fit in. Yeah. So it's just about flipping that around. And so at Stationary Academy, we're going to be talking about what is that money block for you? What are those things that you've been telling yourself? yourself. Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point. Thank you for saying that. So what are those things you've been lying to yourself? What are those things you've been telling yourself? And how can you flip that around? And how is it not? We're going to be talking a lot about mindset. Oh, good. Yay. So this is going to fit right in. This isn't going to be too new agey for Stationary Academy. And I know it's, like I said, it's a little bit different because Stationary Academy is super solid and super organized and super advice and like very deep, you know? So this is a little bit woo-woo, but I got permission from Jennifer because I think it's so important, right? Like I'm not that woo-woo person and I still think it's important, right? It's a good topic even without having kids. Yeah, exactly. Because you might think you're not being a good friend, right? Like if you always have to say no and turn down those lunch dates or whatever because you're working, or like not being a good wife, right? Shows your kids you pursue their passions too. That's totally, yeah, I need to focus on that too. Indeed, I have no kids with this one. Does anybody want to share like what, like a money block that you have? Like maybe a lie that you've been telling yourself about money? Like, do you think, oh, I can't make this much money, or I can't do this, or I can never be the best at that? Like, is there any other lies that you're kind of telling yourself? At Stationary Academy, we're going to kind of talk about like other lies that people are telling you and kind of how we can flip it around. I think we put a ceiling on ourselves. Yeah, exactly. I feel like these lies totally put us in a box and say we can't break out of those. And why would we even try, right? It's like that whole idea, not making much yet, so afraid to spend and go into debt. Yeah, that's a good one. Dad always told me I wasn't good with money because I would spend and not save. Yeah, so now you probably have feelings like that. I think when I was younger, those big clients, sometimes you feel like you don't deserve them. Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, that's not a good fear or lie, but it's true. Getting told I can't charge more for X classes or consults. Yeah, exactly. Like you're charging too much, or you know, people questioning your prices. And honestly, I'll be totally honest with you. A lot of those blocks that you have are going to keep you from charging more, and they're going to keep you from asking clients more, and they're going to make you feel icky, right? Not a good lie, but definitely a block. Yeah, those things are going to keep you feeling icky because in your mind, you believe them, right? Like you're like, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth charging this much, right? So when you flip that around, you're trying to tell someone how much you charge, you're going to feel weird about it because in your mind, you know the lie, right? Parents didn't support my arts degree because I wouldn't make enough to support myself. No, oh my gosh, I can't read fast enough. Sorry. Making more money. These are really good, you guys. I'm going to go back and watch the replay. Hey Kara, excited to see you. Kara's going to be at Stationary Academy too. I'm so excited, you guys. It's going to be like a big reunion of just hugging it out of all the girls too. I'm so excited. And I'm excited to meet some new people. It's a ton of new people too. Yeah, yay. So excited. Kara, I'm totally taking from your example about going around the room and having people kind of share and get open with each other. So hopefully it works. Kara did a really awesome job at the last Stationary Academy about getting everybody to share, and it like turned into tears and some real deep stuff. So I don't know if we're going to go that far, but just like surface level at least, so that we can kind of share. Because what's good, like just even you guys repeating the fears that you guys have or the lies that you're telling yourself about money now, like just in this scope, I'm like, yeah, I have that problem too. Yes, I have that problem too. Oh yeah, there's another one that I didn't think about. Yeah, good. Our educators. So when yeah, oh my gosh, I've heard that so many times about like the art versus like doing a real business or making real money and not making money through art. I hear that a ton with photographers. With a lot of my clients, they say that like, you know, they went to school for something else because they thought you couldn't make money in photography, and like something happened where they stopped lying to themselves about it and actually tried to do what they wanted to do, and they are so happy, right? Like so much happier when they're finally doing what they love. So yeah, like I've heard that a lot. Even friends of mine that said that I was raised thinking that I wasn't creative, that I couldn't do this stuff, I couldn't make money being creative, and then now they're proving them wrong, right? They finally like believed it in their mind, and now they're able to do it. Get a real job. Oh my gosh! And Latrice, you are totally like, you are the poster girl for getting a job doing something like that. People would just be like, how you get paid for that? Like you have the coolest job. If you guys don't follow Latrice, Opulent Couture on Snapchat, I follow her on Snapchat, and she's constantly like, she has the most glamorous life of all, and so she's totally good to speak on this topic, because you're like, wow, you get paid to do that? Like you get paid to style people and do photo shoots and do this stuff for fun companies and be creative? Like you are just definitely like, oh, to you, because your life looks so fun. Not that my life isn't fun. I love designing and stuff for a living, but anyways, Latrice does that really well. So I'm so thankful for you guys to come share this with me. And I know it's kind of like a weird conversation. It starts bringing up weirdness and ickiness, and like anytime you're digging in the crates and kind of getting to that place where you're thinking about like how your past kind of dictated your current. Yeah, you have a Canadian education degree. Oh, yeah, like, yeah, see, that's so funny. It's like random, right? Like you have a degree in something totally else, and then now you're doing that. Not at all. Okay, good. I'm glad, yeah. And I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit before, before I go on stage, because, I think like it's tough to tell your story, and it's tough to tell like what you've been through and how you think and how you're lying to yourself. It's like it's a vulnerable place to be, right? To say like, look, I don't have it all together. Even though I'm sitting here in front of you guys, like I'm not perfect. I'm working on this stuff too. I'm real. I'm open. Like it just needs to be an open conversation. So it's helpful to kind of share this, to get this out before I do it at Stationary Academy. But I'm excited. I'm super excited. But I think of all the things I'm speaking about, I think I'm the most excited. Yay! Thanks for sharing people, Ryan. Inviting people, sharing people. Justifying a cost to your spouse is tough too. Yeah. Like, especially if you're like in your head, you're like, ooh, I don't know. Like you were saying earlier about like, about investing and spending money in your business. If you don't believe in that investment and you don't believe it's going to really, like you're not really sure about it, it's going to be a hard sell. Like for sure, it's going to be hard to invest if you don't have that mindset. So yeah, like Jennifer talked about, having the mindset. So thank you guys for so much for all the hearts. I'm glad that this resonated and this was helpful for you guys, and that I'm not the only one, right? I'm not the only one dealing with this. It's always good to know that like there's other people and that I'm not completely crazy pants. So I appreciate you guys coming and hearting and commenting and sharing. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Before I leave, oh, like I said, today's my last day of being 34, so I gotta like live it up, right? Tomorrow I'm turning 35. I feel like, I don't know why 35 feels scary. It's like all of a sudden, like now I'm tipping over past into like the early 40 kind of thing or something. Like 34 still feels like 30, and then 35 is like upper 30s. But anyways, yeah, thank you. Thanks so much. I'm excited. I'm actually just gonna be working all day. I'm gonna be doing the normal 35-year-old thing and just working during my birthday, but that's okay because I get to travel all next week, and so that'll be my birthday presents. Oh, happy birthday, or happy early birthday. Yeah, Jennifer just had her birthday too. Was it last week? I think it was last week, right? All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much. Bye, guys.